Hello and welcome to yet another interview with the community on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch, or streamers. I'm with Nathan today. How you going?
Yeah, good man. How are you?
I'm not bad, not bad. Now, what do you do, man? Like, do you have a channel or anything?
Yeah, man. I got a channel called Anomaly Inc. It's a new channel. It basically just it covers movie reviews and movie news, game reviews and game news, comic reviews, comic giveaways, and just a few other little passion videos I do, including UFC and Star Wars. So yeah, that's the gist of my channel, really.
Sounds interesting. I have checked out a couple of your videos, and your link will be in the description for other people to check out too, if they so
Mm,
wish. Um,
if they wish.
Yeah, no, how this interview is, it's very chilled, it's very unserious and unprofessional.
Yeah, sounds good to me, man. I'm all about it being unprofessional.
Oh, of course. Why be professional? I'm not a journalist.
Why?
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, no worries there. Uh,
Yeah, man.
no, you're Aussie, right?
Absolutely. 100% born and bred Sydney.
See, I'm 100% born and bred Sydney. Now, without giving too
Sweet.
much information out, I am somewhere within the southwest.
Ah, righto. Yeah, man. I'm from the North Shore.
Oh, fuck me. my
What?
my cousin lives somewhere
What?
near there, I think.
Oh,
She
yeah?
she lived near Cronulla last time I heard.
Oh,
I don't know where she is at now,
oh,
but yeah.
Cronulla is like south of Sydney still, isn't it? Like, I mean, like I'm over the bridge.
Honestly, I have no clue. Like I've been to Cronulla, but uh, it's I've always been southwest. So
Yeah, man. So
uh,
like Liverpool, Canterbury, Bankstown.
I used to work and live in Liverpool, but I don't
Right,
anymore. I live more southwest than that, without giving away too much
right.
information.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Um, yeah, so I'll start off with the first question. I might deviate questions here and there like usual, and if
Mm,
we end up in some random rant, like in a previous interview, which, without spoilers, we ended up talking about different YouTubers and something about just random shit. So it's not a
uh-huh.
podcast, we're just idiots. Or what can you do?
Yeah, that sounds good. That's why I wanted to do this interview, like,
Yeah,
because it's it
it,
sounds right up my alley.
it's not serious at all, and people love it. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Like, without tooting my own horn, which for those that don't know that expression, it means without bragging too much or anything. The
Mm,
first episode is up to almost 70 views.
nice.
That is fucking amazing. The support for this
Yeah.
is absolutely brilliant. Um,
Mm.
anyway, the first question is, where and how did you grow up as a kid?
Okay. Well, so I started off around Southern Sydney. I was born in Southern Sydney, and then I was there for about 18 months. Then Dad passed when I was very young, so we had to relocate. We relocated out west, Western Sydney, and then Mum remarried, so we moved north. So I moved around a lot when I was young. Then thankfully went to two schools that were like neighboring, so like didn't have to move around schools very much,
Is
which was
this
good. Grew up
primary or high school?
both. They were both in the same area. They were both actually neighboring schools,
Oh
and
shit.
yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, growing up wasn't it wasn't easy in school. I had a few disabilities that impacted my development when I was in adolescence.
Do you mind going into
And
detail, or is it too far personal?
yeah. Oh no, I can, I wouldn't mind. It actually sort of ties into my channel, but I won't give too much away. So like, what happened is, so I got a brittle bone disease. So it just sort of had a few broken bones growing up, and I wasn't like allowed to play with the other kids because they wanted to do contact sports, and I couldn't, and it was just like,
Yeah, yeah. That
it
must
was
have
tough. It was a bit
sucked.
isolating.
Yeah, of
I spent
course.
a
It
lot of
sounds
time
it.
reading and doing chess and like playing Game Boy Advance back in the day at school, which
I
was
used to
fun.
love chess, and I
Um,
still play Game Boys now. It's check out my channel. Why
Fuck
not?
yeah.
Shameless plug.
Sweet. Yeah.
But
Yeah, I know. I saw you playing a yellow version. That was cool, man.
I still am, man.
I know. I got my actually I think I got them in this little thing here actually. Yes, I got my I forgot we got like, cause I'm sitting in like on my room where I play, I play games and shit. But we got like retro Nintendo 64. Uh, oh my god, I got two blue versions. I got my original blue version too, with my initial on it. And Donkey Kong, and my original red version. It's all in there. Oh my
My
gosh.
original,
Yeah,
well, my
sorry.
brother had red, as I mentioned previously in an interview, but we kind of crashed that cartridge because
Oh gosh, yeah.
we did the missing node hack, like the
Mm,
glitch, and
oh
it fried
yeah.
our cartridge. So,
Yeah, man. No, I got. That was like, and he just spam rare candies. Oh gosh,
oh yeah, of course. I
take me
remember
back.
catching like a level 205 Blastoise or some shit. It was beautiful.
Oh, it was the best. Oh yeah. The best was
You still? Oh yeah,
gold and
yeah.
silver version. Yeah.
Oh really?
How mad?
I'm more Gen 1. I love it. But my favorite would be Leaf Green and Fire Red because it ties in the old
Hmm.
version plus the new. So,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
absolutely. And like I remember when that came out, I was at the end of primary school, but that was a remake of what made Pokemon so great back in the day. And I was went from Game Boy, the first gen Game Boy, onto the latest version of the Game Boy, and
Yeah.
it played exactly how the old versions did, with newer graphics, newer Pokemon, new abilities. And I'm like, I couldn't believe, like, what year is it now, man? It's 2018. We're still getting remakes of games that came out back then, but that remake came out over 10 years ago, and that's a remake of a classic game. How crazy is that?
It's absolutely insane. So, yeah,
I would
but
like another, like a third remake of Fire Red, make it like you know, make it like
um
make it like Super Mega Sun version, but like
spoilers
have
for
Charizard on the cover.
but one of my Let's Plays is going to be Pokemon Green, which is one of the originals that didn't come out of Japan. It only stayed in
Oh, that's
Japan.
right, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I've managed to get my hands on a copy, and I will be playing that eventually.
Oh wow, and that's of the same Gen One version. So you got Pokemon Yellow,
Well,
Blue,
no,
Red,
originally
and
it
Green.
was blue, red, and green. That were the three
Mm.
original. Yellow came instead of green.
Wow. Okay.
So
Hmm.
if you
Interesting.
played green, it's a lot shittier because green was actually the very first one that came out.
Ah, I see.
So yeah,
Wow.
that's interesting.
The way it was distributed, so my brother and well, actually my stepbrothers, so I told you mom remarried.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
stepbrothers had Game Boy and they had Pokemon games, and I was a huge fan of Pokemon before I met them. But then I had no idea they had these Pokemon games, and this is what sort of introduced me to gaming. It was like my very first game. I got a Game Boy. Actually, no, lie. That was actually Super Mario 64. I saw them playing that, but I didn't realize that they had the portable style too. They had Game Boys, and I was obsessed with getting one when I got one. So my brother had red, and my brother had yellow version, and he always hated having yellow version because he had to start with Pikachu.
right.
But he didn't realize that you can get the three starters as well, because back then he was he was like 8 years old, and he had no idea what the hell he was doing.
Yeah, of
And the
course.
yellow version actually turned out to be the best one. And I got blue version because I saw one of my friends playing blue version. I'm like, I'll get blue version.
Yeah, I had blue myself. My brother had red.
Nah.
All
Oh
right.
man. Oh, this is that just killing me now. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's go on. All right.
Yeah. Next, we kind of went on a rant, man. I tend to do that
The
when I'm having
Pokemon
a good
man. Why
time.
not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, what made you follow the current path that you're walking?
Right.
Well, you've
Okay.
kind of half explained this, but like, cause with the whole bone issues and everything like that, it kind of
Hmm.
half explains it. But other than that, like maybe with your higher education, I'm not sure how old are you? Like I'm 27.
I'm 24, mate. Just turned actually 24.
Oh, congratulations. Um,
I'm not proud of it, but yeah. Yeah. Go on, man.
when did you turn 24?
Just last week.
Oh well, belated happy birthday to you, man.
Thanks, mate.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, go
So,
on.
do you study at uni?
No, so I just finished, graduate in April, which is going to be fun. It took 18 months to like my degree was delayed by 18 months at this uni. At no, I'll just say it. Fuck, I got nothing to hide. Macquarie Uni. If anyone's listening to this and you live in Australia, boycott Macquarie Uni. Don't fucking go there. I'm
Why?
telling you,
I've heard of
it.
Macquarie. Apparently, it's got a good rap. Apparently.
No, no. Look, on the surface, it does. All right, it looks like. Trust me, that place should and looks like one of the best, like the best uni you could possibly ask for. It's in a convenient location. It's got beautiful grounds. It's got everything beautiful on the surface, but the way that place is run and the incompetence is just you'll know it when it hits you, and that's why I'm telling people because you don't know it until it hits you.
Ah,
And
right.
there's
Yeah.
so many other unis in like UWS
Well, that's where I
is
study. I
very,
study at
very competent.
UWS.
Good, good. Do that. Stay there. Go to UNSW. Go to UTS. Go to Sydney Uni. I'm telling you, until Macquarie's management changes, and I got half a mind to flip the fucking chancellor off when I get my degree from him or her. I don't know if it's a he or she.
Doesn't matter. Flip anyone
I
off.
might get,
That's the way to do it.
well, I want to do that because I couldn't believe the incompetence and what happened. Like, I won't go into details. Basically, the reason why I failed one unit, but it wouldn't have impacted my prolonging my degree for 18 months.
Yeah.
That was due to actually ill-advised academic advisement, and that's why my degree got prolonged.
Well,
And
with
yeah,
that,
just
sorry to cut you off, but
yeah,
with
sorry, Callum.
that, with UWS,
Yeah,
they screwed me for like when I first applied. I love IT, right? That's my biggest
right.
passion, like study wise.
Yeah.
And when I first applied in 2016 or
Mm,
2015, sorry, I can't
yeah.
fucking remember. A couple years back, right? They said
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
couldn't study IT because I didn't do it at TAFE or a community college for
Right.
anyone outside of Australia. But that was
Right.
misinformed. So I wasted a year and a half failing business because I just wasn't focused on it. I didn't study hard enough. I didn't take it seriously and everything. So I failed like
Right.
majority
Okay.
of my units. But then
See.
like I found out that I could like and like because everyone was saying who told you that and everything. So I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Mm,
And the moment
right.
I heard that I applied, and now I'm like smashing it. You know, like I'm ahead of the game. I'm HD, which is like high
Yeah.
distinction
Yeah,
level.
man.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, man.
I
That's
still do
fantastic.
business, but now I do IT on the side,
Yeah,
and
man.
everything's
No,
just
I got
going a
you,
lot
man.
smoother. So I don't think it's just Macquarie that fucks up. But here's a question off outside the thing concerning unis, right?
Yeah.
At UWS, if you get like, it doesn't matter if you get 100% on every test, every assessment throughout the semester.
Mm,
If you fail the
yeah.
final by even 1 mark, you fail the whole unit. Is that the same
Wow.
with you, Macquarie?
It depends. It depends. Usually here's the way that general all unis do it. It'll tell you if like it'll have conditions of passing the degree. It'll have like you need to fulfill these
Oh
obligations.
no,
You
no,
need to
this is
get at
just for the
least
unit. Like for example, for law, one of my mates
Yeah, no,
passed
no, yeah, no,
everything.
that's what I meant. Like, sorry, let me just cut you off. That's
Oh
what I
no,
mean. Like
all
with
good.
any unit, it gives you like, you got to complete these quizzes. You got to show up this many times. You got to get like a 51% in the final exam. And but not all. Just cut it. Just long story short, um, only some units at Macquarie say you have to get 51% in your final exam or
Oh,
50%.
that's lucky.
But they do outline it conditionally. Like it's not always the case, but it yeah. For example, like the mathematics unit I did, which was I don't have to do much mathematics in my degree, but the one I did have to do was so scary because I actually had to do math again, and yeah, I'm glad I passed that one,
I
thankfully.
have to do a
Um,
math test just to continue my programming fundamentals.
oh
So there's
yeah,
that. But
yeah. My brother's doing programming. He's telling me how crappy that is.
Well,
Like
what?
I almost went down the programming path, but like he's telling me what it's like, and
Well, it
boy, man, I don't
depends.
know how you do it.
What one is he doing? Is he doing computer science, cybersecurity, or
I think it's cybersecurity. I think it is cybersecurity. I'm
because
not
I'm
sure,
doing
but
ICT, which is information and communication technology, which that
right.
focuses around a lot of networking and using the Linux operating system, and pretty
Sick.
much it's a combination of computer science and cybersecurity.
Right, right,
So
okay.
it's one of the
Yeah, I
highest
don't.
ones
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Well, it definitely would be in parallel, or would cross paths with the units he's doing more or less. But yeah, he's
Yeah.
telling me how much he hates Macquarie too because of just the way they handle things. It's not very good, man. But like, just sorry, just to finish
All good.
answering your question. With my degree, remember, like I said, I do have that disorder. That's what also because I worked at the one of the government banks in the city my first year out of school. And what I did instead, when I finished my contract there, they said you got to get a degree so you can get a higher position there. Because I was a trainee. I was basically the coffee boy there.
Yeah.
Grab the mail, get the coffee. Answer phone calls. Just I was a little bitch boy down there. But when I went to uni, I was starting down the finance path. I did a biology unit, and my lecturer, one thing I will say about Macquarie is that this lecturer they had, who thankfully does this unit, and which has no prerequisites and everyone can do it, he did this unit and just opened my eyes to biology and science. And I didn't do science during my HSC, so I had a lot of catching up to do. But the way he did that unit made me want to pursue that avenue. And I figured, like, I can't go wrong because, I've been in hospital, I've had this disorder, sorry,
Right, right.
this genetic disorder, and I can maybe do some good in this field. So that's why I went down that road. And so I'll be graduating with medical science in April,
Oh
thankfully.
shit, that
So
is a hell of a good degree to have, man. Like,
thanks,
uh,
man. Yeah, it's
I have some
yeah, but
friends
like
in
I'm
the medical industry, like in the studying medical stuff, and they say some horror stories of how tough the work is, man.
yeah, man. It's like it's just it's here's the thing with what you do and what I do. The difference is mainly you have to have good problem solving skills. With medical science, it's mainly like solving it. It's a lot of it's like, in my opinion, solving a jigsaw puzzle and a memory test. You
Yeah,
have to remember the names of different like compounds and drugs and um, body parts and cells and all that junk. But you also have to know what did I say it was? Sorry, the first one, puzzle. Yeah, you have to know how the pieces of the puzzle mesh together because you have to learn like systems and shit, like which part of the body fails and why that is,
yeah.
and what what I mean. It's just, yeah, like I said, like it's
I
kind of like
remember
solving a jigsaw puzzle.
when I lived in Brisbane, I studied at TAFE PT to become a personal
Yeah,
trainer, and
yeah, man.
I got shitty at my professor there because
Mm,
they didn't understand my logic in the sense of why does a personal trainer need to know like the medical terms for a bone? If I go to the doctor, they're not gonna say, "Oh,
mm,
you broke your tibulus." They're gonna say you broke your arm, or you broke your leg, or your finger's fucked,
yeah,
depending how ghetto your
yeah.
doctor is, right?
Mm.
So like, I understand you learning that, but outside the medical field, since you studied that kind of thing, would you see a point in actually knowing all that medical bullshit?
Outside of it,
Yeah, like I was a
no, not
PT and
really.
as a PT, for example, right? What's
Yeah.
the need for knowing all the medical terms for like bones and all that shit?
Mm. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Yeah, look, I don't. Maybe some of it, I don't know. It just depends. Like, if you get your first aid, it might be good to know about like some of that stuff so you can
Well,
like communicate that to
with
the ambulance
but
driver.
no, with
But
that, the
like,
first aid isn't about all that. The first aid literally just teaches you how to do CPR. That's it.
oh, I
That's all
see.
first aid is.
Yeah, true. Funnily enough, I never did my first aid, but
I had to do first aid
which is kind of
for
ironic.
PT and when I was a swimming instructor. So
Right.
yeah. Um,
I got you.
all right, moving on to, since we're talking about jobs and whatnot, I can use that to
Mm,
segue sneakingly into the next question, which is, other than
sure.
YouTube videos and trying to make it big on the big stage, aka YouTube, um, what career goals are you aiming towards?
Um, good question. Long term, I'm hoping YouTube will be the thing because it's something I'm very passionate about, and like I don't know, like I've put in a lot of work to YouTube thus far. Like I got a new camera, new microphone. I've done about 70 videos or something by now. Have It hasn't gotten much traction. I don't have that many subscribers, but it's
Oh,
regardless of subscribers or
well,
not. Like
yeah, with
here's the
that,
thing.
like, hold on, sorry to cut you off, but this I feel like is very important to mention. A lot of people starting
Hmm,
off, they see all the big people, or even not big people, but people with like 80,000 plus, and
hmm,
they're like, "Oh shit, how did they get that? I've only got like 100 or 300 or 1,000." But
yeah,
you got to
yeah,
remember, those guys have been around for 4, 5, 6, 7, even 10 years,
yeah.
and
True.
they started exactly where you're starting. Like, if you
Hmm,
if you like a perfect example, if I watch a channel and it's got like 80,000 videos or something, I don't start at their
hmm.
fresh videos. I go back to like their oldest videos and I see how they started
Yeah,
out, and then I
yeah, yeah,
then
yeah.
I
And
move to like
hmm,
a more recent let's play or
hmm.
video, because you can see the
Yeah, absolutely.
massive how awkward they are and then how confident they are. Know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's yeah,
So
absolutely. Yeah, no, I agree. Like,
yeah,
do you follow a channel called Chris Stuckman by any chance?
uh, probably not. It doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, yeah, you would know if he was following his channel. He's probably my favorite or one of my favorite YouTubers. Like I like some channels better than him, but he's like a very like his channel has a very personal touch to it. It's not too gimmicky, but
Since you're
like
Australian,
he
hold on.
still
This
has his
is sorry to cut you off, but this is very important. Since you're Aussie,
yeah,
you have
yeah.
to know of Aussie Man reviews.
Aussie Man reviews. I've seen his channel and whatnot. I think I'm subscribed to him. Um, I'll have to double check on that. But
Mate,
yeah,
if
man, I
you
have heard of
haven't,
him, and I have.
get on that shit. He is the most Aussie fucking icon on YouTube. 100% hands down. If you watch him one,
All right,
even
man.
I showed him to my mum, and even my mum fucking loved the dude. And that's saying something because she
Yeah,
doesn't understand the internet. So,
fair enough. All right, man. Oh
yeah.
yeah, he sold me already. Yeah, man. No, I'll definitely. I have seen his channel. I don't know if I'm subscribed, but I will definitely check it out. And
Oh,
anyone
yeah.
listening to this, make sure you guys do as well. Especially if you're Australian, listen to Simon here. But yeah, no, like I went back and I watched Stuckman's reviews, man. One of his you ever watch Dragon Ball Z growing up by any chance?
Oh fuck yeah! What do you mean growing up?
Fuck yeah.
I've still got DVDs on my fucking brother's shelf, mate.
Are you currently watching Super?
Nah, I haven't watched any of the Super because
You waiting for the
I
dub, are you?
no, yeah, I watched the dub, but like with anime, I'm more into the subtitles and all that shit, like the Japanese versions. But I just I've seen bits and pieces of Super, but I never really got into Super. Like I've been just so busy with my lady and trying to earn
Yeah,
money,
man.
trying to get through uni and everything else. So
Yeah, man. I got you. I've been keeping up with Super, but like, here's the thing. A lot of people go ahead, and I actually did a rant about this, and I put it on my channel, and I was pissed because when I looked at, I'm not going to say what exactly happened, but like I was at work, just minding my own business, and being a Dragon Ball fan. Sorry, going a bit off topic here. I'll get this out of the way quickly. Going off,
hold
and
on, we don't
please,
have
please,
topics
please.
in this interview. All right,
All right,
like I
all right,
stated, unfucking professional. That's the way I like it.
all right, man. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just roll on then. And guys, please, if let me know in the comments if you agree, because I'm a Dragon Ball fan, right? And it's even in my channel's banner, like I got a little Z symbol. I'm heavily into Super. I'm trying to, stick with it, but I only watch the dub version. I'm not a subtitle watcher, and that's nothing against the Japanese culture. It's actually for it because look, I believe that some anime is so iconic that it means a different thing. It's multicultural. What I mean by multicultural is, you got the Japanese version, but you also got the Western version, our
Yeah,
version. Like, for example, you got the Americans, you got like the UK, you got the Australian version, which is also the American version, and that's my version. That's the version I grew up with, and that's the version I love. So I want to stick with that, and I want to watch that. So I don't have to watch the English subs. I don't want to watch the English subs. Anyone who does, more power to you. You're allowed to do that. All right, but then I see a lot of these, and might go on a bit of a rant here,
go
but
for it.
and I took off the rant that I put on my channel because I was like, maybe I'm laying it on a bit too thick. But I was at work and I opened up my YouTube, and because I'm a Dragon Ball fan, I get Dragon Ball videos of all shapes and sizes recommended to me by YouTube, and I have to, because I see some videos that I'm not interested in or that show something that I don't want to see, and I don't click on it. I just go take this off my feed. YouTube says, "Tell me why." I said, "I'm just not interested in this channel. I don't want what they're uploading. Get it away from me." And I have a right not to see certain content. I have a right not to watch their videos, and I have a right
Right, yeah,
to
of
not have
course.
spoilers. Everyone who watches the dub has that right. And uh, some motherfuckers on YouTube, man, God, it just really got to me. Like, I open up my phone, and episode 130 just aired, and right in the thumbnail, I didn't click on this video. I didn't read it. I didn't look for more than a split second because it was the first video that popped on my feed.
Yeah, right,
Recommended this
right.
channel. I'm not subscribed to this person, but it just showed me this video, and in the thumbnail, it just had uh, an image of a character that I'd never seen before. Well, I knew what the character was, but I
Right,
had
yeah.
never seen the character in this demeanor before. And not only that, but in the title, it basically gives away the entire purpose of the video, which is a massive, massive, crucial spoiler for the Dragon Ball Super series because it's at a very
Right,
high
yeah.
stakes period in the series. It's nearing the end of the season. It's going to go on hiatus for a while. They're going to bring it back later, but apparently the next episode is going to be the finale for the time being. And I had this motherfucker just, and he wasn't the only one.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
you
remember his name, but like
you
he wasn't the
get
only
that
one.
though. Like,
All these fucking cheap YouTubers, and I've seen some good ones too. People say like Dragon Ball Super episode 123 English sub, and what it'll do is it'll just have that.
yeah.
It'll just have the episode title, nothing more, and it won't have anything spoilerific. It'll just have like a character's face in shock or in some sort of with some sort of ambiguous motive in his face. You know what I mean? So you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
tell what's going on. All you can tell is that there's something going on, something of intrigue, and you're going to want to click on it. With this guy's video, just to snap cheap views and spoil the fucking entire plot. Say, see, I spoiled it for you guys. See, click on my video. No, I don't want to click on your fucking video because one, you spoiled it for me, so there's nothing really to watch. Even if I had seen the video, I wouldn't click it. Even if I did watch the sub, I wouldn't click on it just out of spite because you're a fuckwit. The two, I have a right not to see and know what's going to happen, and you've just made it unavoidable for me. And a lot of people who watch the dub because I imagine they get recommended this shit too, and there's not really much we can do about it because we're on YouTube, and I try as I try to avoid it, but. And some people are respectful, like I said, the guy I mentioned before who made that
Yeah, yeah.
the Dragon Ball Super episode that wasn't spoilerific, and then you got fuckheads like this who just don't think about anything else but their fucking viewings and their clickbait, and it's just I'm amazed that these fuckers get off. They get this shit monetized, which is also copyright, mind you, because I don't know Dragon Ball Super, and they fucking make money off it and they get views for it. And I just don't like it, man. I was livid. And like I said, I went home
Yeah.
and I
Honestly, it sounds
ranted
it.
and I fucking uploaded that rant and like the next morning, because I uploaded it and I went to sleep and I woke up and I'm like, yeah, I should probably take it down.
Nah, mate, you should have
But
left it
man,
up there.
fuck, I can still re-upload it, but I don't know if
Re-upload
I
that
will. If I
shit, man.
could,
Look, here's
I
the
don't know
thing,
if people
and
will want to see it.
now if you watch my channel, you'd know that, or even if you listen to these interviews, you'd know that I don't give a
Hmm.
fuck, right? Like,
Yeah.
you do YouTube for you, man. If you want to fucking
Yeah,
put
but
up a rant, if anyone wants to put up a rant, fuck it, I'm gonna make a
mm,
rant about putting up fucking rants.
yeah,
Just
yeah, man.
just for the stupidity of
Yeah,
it.
do it. Do
Nah, man.
it. Do it. I agree.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know. I just no, but seriously, this rant, like I ranted about The Last Jedi. This is the thing that made me want to sort of keep going YouTube because I had about 35 subscribers at the time. I put up a rant about The Last Jedi. Then again, everybody was, but like what surprised me is that my rant was so well received that I beat like just about every other small YouTuber that was like under 2,000 subscribers. I had 35,000. Sorry, I had 35 subscribers. I put up my rant. I put up my unique thumb title. It was a spoiler rant, and I just let loose on the mic, and it got I think it was like 18,000 views,
holy shit,
and I had
that's a
35
lot.
subscribers. I was like, you fucking kidding me? Like this is crazy. And I
Yeah.
look at some of the other YouTubers I've seen since then have grown a bit better than my channel because they've kept it specific. But my channel has been very broad, and I cover a lot of topics. Like I'm covering Deadpool now, and I just uploaded a reaction video to the Deadpool 2 trailer. I've never done a reaction video before, so it was kind of fun to do. And I'm drinking a beer in it, so I was just having a good time. It was fun. But so where was I going? Yeah, like rants. Like I'm all for rants, but I'm telling you, man, I'm super passionate about Dragon Ball. I fucking
Yeah, I
love that shit.
realized that in the spin-off rant in this interview.
And part of the magic of Dragon Ball Z is one of the greatest parts of my childhood is that I went in there blind. I had like just word of mouth,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
hadn't there was no internet back then. There was no heavy spoilers and no clickbaiting cunts trying to fucking just ruin people's experience by stupid thumbnails and stupid titles that just take the fucking fun away from everything.
Yeah.
And
Sorry to cut you
everyone who
short here,
watches
man.
Dragon
Hold
Ball
on.
or any anime has the right to wait, and we shouldn't be getting punished for patience. We should be fucking getting
Mate,
we should
make
just be
this
left
into a
alone.
video. Do this rant, take this whole rant, make a video of it, and fucking post that shit. I can guarantee you some people would agree, some would disagree. Right?
The people I disagree with, and I commented on the guys who were like, dude, you're a fucking asshole. You're a fucking cunt. I fucking hate you. You're scum of the earth. This, that. I'm fucking reporting you. You make me sick. You're fucking just spoiling the shit for the rest of us who haven't seen it and don't want to see it. Like, I have a right not to click on your fucking video. It doesn't mean you got to, spoil it for, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I have a right to see what I'm going to see.
But
And I
no,
need
see,
that shit.
that's the
Nobody
thing,
does.
right? Like, if you make a video of this, right, and you put it up,
Yeah, sorry. I'm getting
someone,
worked up. I'm getting worked up
yeah,
again.
yeah, that's how I'm trying to like chill the situation out. You can get pissed off
Yeah.
in the interviews. I don't give a shit, right? But
Hmm.
my thing is, right, there's gonna be so many people that agree with you but can't speak up, right? So here's the
Hmm.
thing: if you make this video, post it,
Hmm.
it gains traction, and then gets shared, gets retweeted, it goes viral, so to speak, right?
Hmm.
And you're being the voice of reason when people can't stand up for themselves or are too shy to stand their ground. So,
Hmm.
I've got to cut your rant short here because
Yeah.
otherwise it would just be a whole rant video, and that's not the
Yeah,
purpose of
true,
this.
true. Yeah, nah,
Like,
sorry, yeah, we'll just wrap this bit up. Yeah, go on.
yeah, right. But that's a great idea for a video, man. And don't be scared to
Mm,
post up rants or calling anyone out. Just do you. If you
yeah,
want to
well,
say like this
I'll,
guy's a fucktard, call him out for it. Like even though that it
mm,
might be dramatized as YouTube drama, it's not really YouTube
mm,
drama. It's just plain
mm.
fucking common sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true, but yeah, I mean, like, it's just shocking to me that, I understand clickbaiting, and, like, some of my titles are a bit of clickbait, but, like, there's nothing, my videos aren't, ruining anything for anyone.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
not hurting anyone. They're just, and if there's a clickbait title that I'm posting, it's like, it's not anything, like, if I say, like, Star Wars Episode 9 is going to involve homosexuals. I won't just say that because that's false, or that's just a spoiler, or some sort. But like I always put like a question mark, and I'll say it is like to grab attention, but it's asking a question. So it's not like
yeah.
I'm spreading false shit. It's just like it's just to get someone's attention because this is a story, and it's a question, and I want to get people's perspectives, and I want people to hear my perspective. And
Yeah.
that's, like I said,
Oh, I agree with
if you
you.
want to post, guys, if you want to post content, post it in some sort of ambiguous, post a thumbnail that's ambiguous but intriguing, and don't put any spoilers in the title. Game of Thrones is people are smart enough of Game
Well,
of
hold
Thrones.
on.
Like,
I can sum up what you're trying to say in a quick sentence, right? And I don't mean to cut you
yeah,
off or anything. This is
yeah,
a quick and the most simplest way to explain what Nathan's trying to say here. Clickbait is bullshit. Like true
mm,
clickbait, it's bullshit. If you actually
mm,
enjoy what you do, you don't need it. That's done and
yeah,
done,
exactly.
right?
Thank
Like,
you. Yeah, that's very good.
yeah, that's the shortest and most simplest version of it and easiest to understand. So,
Yeah, true. No. All right. Yeah, let's move on. Yeah.
yeah,
Otherwise, seriously, I'm like one of those guys that'll just rant forever. So
yeah,
I'm glad to cut me
I
off.
kind
So
of
yeah.
noticed that. I feel my friends are like that, and well, don't like in one of the other interviews, we ranted on about shit, but it was different rants. Know what I mean? So,
Mm.
because
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want this kind of thing to be a podcast because that's not the thing. But fuck it, some of it
Yeah.
is. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
because I
Absolutely.
ask the questions and then it goes from there. So it is an interview. Because a
Mm.
podcast is, if I'm correct, you pick a topic and then you talk about that.
Absolutely.
Because I was in a podcast which will be up on my channel apparently in the next couple of days. I've been informed that it's going up
Mm.
on their channel today. And I'm so fucking
Right.
pumped about that because I've been following them for a year trying to get into their shit. Hell yeah. But,
Yeah.
but yeah, at the end of the podcast, I like to give the interviewee a couple minutes just to, and you've got the ranting out of your system, so this is just free time to shout out anyone you might want to shout out, or just say whatever the fuck you want to say, and try and keep the rant down this time if possible.
Yeah. No. Sorry. Well, yeah. I think some people enjoy rants, so I think I might
Yeah, yeah,
like
but
that part of the video. But yeah, we don't the guys that's that's not what this man's channel and interviews are about. It's not about ranting. It's just this is just an exception. Just so you know. So just for the future. Yeah, man. What I was gonna do though is yeah, I'm not really gonna shout anyone out in particular. It's just because when I made a promise to like some of my like how strange is it like how we're in our 20s, we're just starting YouTube. Their kids are like 13, 12. I mean, like, I wish I started like 10 years ago. Gosh, like, and I get these kids talking to me on YouTube saying like, how much they like my vids and whatever. They're asking me for shout outs. I'm like, dude, I'd love to shout you out, but I don't know if shout outs really work that well. But like, I'm like, why am I going to shout you out if I have like 20 subscribers? How about I wait until, and I promise
well,
this, I actually made a promise.
the shout outs
Why
with
would,
that, hold on, the shout outs, even if you have, okay, look at it like this, right? If you have
yeah,
20 subscribers, right?
yeah,
But say those 20 subscribers have 400 subscribers, right?
yeah, yeah,
And they get your shout out, they retweet it, and say they have like a
mm,
thousand followers on Twitter. That's a thousand
yeah.
people that potentially see that shout out that you did. So you're shouting out one person, but it has the
Mm.
potential to be seen by thousands. That's how the
That
concept works.
that is true, but like what I'm getting at is I noted, but like I don't know, back then when I said it, and I'll take that with me going forward, don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. Um they had like 7 or 6 subscribers. They're still very young, very starting out. The camera quality's still shit, no offense to them. Not gonna
Oh,
mention any names.
doesn't
But
matter.
they,
Look,
no, I
I
really
have openly, and I will continue to openly say before I re-amp my channel, you cannot get
hmm.
shitter than my quality. I guarantee it.
Oh gosh. Oh man, you're selling yourself short. But
No,
it
no, I am not.
what I
Just for you. I would send you after this interview. I'm gonna send you because I made a lot of shit unlisted when I revamped my
yeah.
channel. I would send you some of my old videos, and I will shit you not. You will reply, "Holy goddamn, that was shit."
Yeah. All right. The deal. But yeah, sorry, long story short, what I was getting at is I told them, look, I'm not going to shout you out yet, but I will save it to when I get 500 subscribers, and I'm sitting pretty at 467, so I'm
That's
almost there. But
fucking
when I do
good,
get to
man.
when I do get to 500, I will do a shout out video, and got some names in mind. Definitely like we got like 10 names in mind. I'll just do like a shout out top 10 list or some shit. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it yet, but and I was also thinking when I get to 800, I was gonna do like a road rage video. So I was gonna get my friend, my buddy, call him the Lawbringer. So me and the Lawbringer are gonna go cruising around just my regular drive to maybe work or just a regular drive to the pub and back. And he's
Right.
gonna like record me while I'm in the driver's seat, and I'm just gonna be like, seriously, man, like you're on Australian roads, fucking just like a 5 minute drive can cause you the biggest fucking stress. And
Yeah,
apparently, I've been told like I've got like yeah,
it's brutal.
I just
It's
thought people
painful.
would yeah, I just thought people would enjoy seeing me like because I'm not shy making fun of myself. And I think that's kind of a necessity if you're gonna do YouTube. You got to be able to laugh at yourself. So I thought maybe just do a rage video and just see what
Alright,
people
yeah,
think.
that sounds good, man. Alright,
Yeah, just
we're just about out
yeah,
of
that's
time, so hope you
yeah,
enjoyed the
man.
interview. Glad you got the rant out of your system. Thanks for.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent.
Oh
Like, I was
no,
just
no, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I couldn't give a shit. If you guys viewing this don't exactly agree with it, don't make a war happen. Or if you do, take it to Nathan's channel. This video will be up on his channel as well. If he decides to post it, I'll be sending it to him. So yeah,
yeah.
if you want to bring a shitstorm, bring it to him. He's happy to challenge you. I'm not. I really couldn't give a
Oh
fuck about
god.
it either way. Um,
Oh shit. Yeah.
so
Um.
with that being said,
Yeah.
thank you again for joining. Once again I had great fun having this interview, like I have with all the previous interviews, and I'm sure I'll have fun getting to know the people coming up in the future. Um, once it, I have to stress it because people do tend to rant in the interviews, and we, myself included, go off track. The interviews is just meant to be your relaxing, chilled, getting to know the person behind the video. Um, I hope I've got to know you enough now to be closer and stronger the bond. That's the goal of this. And if not, interview number two. Know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, definitely, look, man, all the best going forward. I'd be happy to do this again sometime in a couple months, say, or whenever you want to do something, or maybe a collaboration.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
leave it up
sounds
to
great.
you. I'd be happy to if you got like a second Game Boy, like an old fashioned Game Boy. I'm happy to whoop your ass in Pokemon Red.
Oh, I've got Game Boys, and that's a challenge. I
Oh, you bet your
accept.
ass is a challenge.
All right.
Alrighty. All right, man. Well, be in touch in the next, near
Yeah,
future. All right, you take
we'll
care of
organize
yourself.
some. All right. Have a good night, man.
You too, man. See you later.
See
Good
ya.
night, guys. Thanks again for watching. Ciao.